So we're now in Beemster, a small town just outside of Amsterdam. And during the Second World War, and as a defence mechanism for the local villages, as well as going back a little bit, Holland was actually reclaimed from the ocean. So we're actually in an area right now which is below sea level. And these areas were cordoned off by dikes, which are just big earthen walls, and then emptied out from all of the water, and that's where the villages came from. But as part of that, they kept all these watercourses through. And during the Second World War, and as a defence mechanism for the village itself was on slightly higher ground. And you'll see over here in the channels that there's concrete slides down the sides, and they're on both sides of the walls. So what the Dutch would do is they'd put big timber beams down those sections, and they would let water into the polder, so they could literally flood hundreds of acres of land throughout the area, and it was used as a defence mechanism for the villages. And as it happens during the Second World War with German occupation of the Netherlands and Holland, the Germans actually flooded huge, vast land areas of the Dutch polders, and they did that so when the Allied forces parachuted in, they were bogged down in about 1 metre of water. So it's not too deep, but the Allied forces did lose a lot of paratroopers from drowning, as well as that the gliders that they came in on landed in the water, and a lot of them, because they hit water, crashed and killed a lot of people. And on the sign here it actually states that 17,000 trees and vineyards, so fruit trees, were lost through this flooding. And it's quite incredible because nearly the entirety of Holland is actually under the North Sea level.
So this was where the cattle markets were, which was basically where the farmers would bring all of their cows and they would sell them here. So they would tie them up along here, and then their ends would be out here so they could poop and wee out and wash it away. And you come over to here, and this is where the horses would be held to change their the horseshoes. They put them into here.
Yeah. So painters beware. They build things pretty skinny here in Amsterdam, and this is the room between the two houses, and old mate Painter's down the back there, and he's cleaning up, puttying up and painting the side of the house.
You wouldn't want to be claustrophobic.
No.
And just how adorable is the little cherry tomato plants. We're at the flower store. Oh, the smells are amazing. Wish you could smell them. Oh, they're cool. Dianthus, it says. The lavender. What do you think?
I think it's just beautiful.
Oh, and just the colour schemes. They just really take pride in everything, don't you think?
Yeah, it's just so beautifully laid out.
These are great signs for the butchers. Oh, look at this. Look on the door. How cute is that? Yeah.
Oh, and then,
Oh, wow, it's just so beautifully done.
Yeah.
And just pretty flowers everywhere. I love that shop's called Ins and Outs. I think that must be your underwear, maybe. And where we are here in Beemster, I think, but it's probably pronounced a bit better than that. We're only, maybe 35, 40 minutes north of Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And it's just, this is the real Netherlands, not Amsterdam. It's like all the big cities. It's not really seeing the culture. Look at these. Like everywhere, you still have all the canals in every town and the character without all the crowds. So while we're looking down the street, we're just waiting for our lovely friend Janica. I said to Mark, here to see, they have the trolleys, which we call them. But here, they're a winkle wagon. Oh, we are so going to call them that from now on. What a pretty blue are they? Here we go. Get your winkle wagon. Hey, babe.
So we've just come out of the store, and licorice is a very nice delicacy in Holland. And there's uithouters, licorice for the Dutch.
So Yannicka bought us some, and we've
So we've got 2 packets. So 1 packet we've got to take home with us to Australia, and the other we've got the sample pack.
The sample pack.
Lekker.
What do they say? It's got HZS
Yeah.
on it, or S?
SZH. Sneker zoethoudertjes.
Oh look, we have our own licorice.
Zoethouders from Sneek.
Aren't you glad you married me? Hey, you got your own licorice.
So literally 5 minutes down the road, we're in heaven because we've come to the cheese factory, and I love this. Look at the parking sign. It has the piece of cheese on it and the shop, but it's not just any ordinary cheese factory. So this is the old factory over here. Look at the size of this factory. Like, it's huge, and it goes all the way over there. And I think that's where we go, is it? We even have a crossing.
It's a cheese crossing. A little link to that factory.
What's this cheese factory company name?
Kono.
Kono. Oh, okay. So the Kono Karswinkel.
They make Beemster cheese.
Oh, they make the Beemster cheese, which is the town we were in.
And the old one, the mature one, is on offer.
Oh, look at this. And they even have the pretty poppies on the sign.
They call it the ribbon of flowers for the bees.
Oh,
But on the other side of the street, so it goes through the whole folder. But they're not doing very well, obviously.
and here's the cow. There's the back of the factory. We came round the corner and she told us that they've just installed a bee hotel. Isn't that great? Little bee hotel.
So
You see all the cool cows? What a grand entrance. Oh. Oh. And the windmill. Oh my gosh, I think we've just died and gone to heaven. We've gone to cheese heaven. Wait till we go inside. I know, I get so excited over the cheese.
and this is all pre-packed. Ridiculously big, but that's very nice.
Because we have found out that we can take cheese home. Barbecue time, let's grill. We don't have anything like this in Australia.
Can we?
Not this, I mean, there are factories that we can go to, but it's not this size. Unless I'm missing something. All the gift packs, look at these in a heart shape. Oh, they've even got a little cow. I know, that's what we've got to decide. Are you in heaven? I know, the cheese, cutting it there, it's amazing. Oh, that looks big.
Oh, all right.
I mean, as much as we'd like to, it just needs to be a little bit thinner.
That size, but
Yeah.
it is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
We'll throw clothes away to bring the cheese home.
Oh my goodness. Oh, the size of that knife.
Yeah, that's the same size.
It's good. So this is the royal. So how many years is this one?
Not 1 year. Yeah.
Oh, it's 1 year.
Yeah,
Okay.
I have an older version. That's 26 months.
26 months. Wow. And they've got the eggs as well.
Piggy kaas is dat komijn.
Komijn ingelegd.
Just heaven.
You want some more cheese?
The best part of it all is that you get piggy points,
And this one?
which you can scan, which means that you can get free cheese. So over here,
I love it. This is for piggy points.
you can see piggy points, 150 piggy points gets you some cheese. So each time you buy, you get more and more.
Something.
33 euros.
Look at these egg containers, a little round one. You know, see if you can open them up.
Oh, they're clipped on.
Oh, that's really cool though. Well, this has just been amazing. You guys are coming home with us. How
It's like-
cute. We can see how big they are. Here we go.
I got my boots full of cheeses. And I cheese you not. We would have probably 2 kilos of cheese in here
But the prices are really good.
for €33.
Yeah, and then they even give you the paper so that you, after you've opened it, you wrap it in the proper paper.
In the wax paper.
In the wax paper. So good. Happy days. To the next little town, literally 5 minutes up the road. How do we pronounce it again, Janica?
The Rijp.
The Rijp, spelled J.
D-E.
D-E.
And then R-I-J-P.
J-P. Awesome. But look at this. But you got to watch when you get out of the car that you don't step in here. So Mark took the keys and Janica's bag. Look at this, so pretty. Can you hear the bells of the church? Oh, just stunning. And we're going to go to a gorgeous little place.
Coffee now, or do you want to go and do your tour first?
And there's all gorgeous, gorgeous little individual stores here. Not big chains, but local. Look at the bridge. And this is where the waterways are at the different levels. So you can see here, and then they let the water out. So it's got to be at least, yeah, you said 4 meters from there. Sorry, babe.
Yeah.
The colours.
It's quite a drop.
Oh, it is. A big drop. And they don't, they keep this closed all the time now?
What happens?
If you get in from the other side, because there's sometimes, well, one day
Oh,
maybe
right.
there was a lot of canoes having a tour.
Yep.
And
So they open up the first
If you're
gates.
a boat,
And
they'll
then-
lift the
then you
bridge.
get in.
So they lift the bridge first,
Yep.
open those front gates. Everybody comes into this area here. They
Close the
gates,
other.
lower the bridge. They lower the water from here to that level.
Yep.
Then they open these gates and you flow out. And vice versa, if you're coming from this way, the water in there will lower. You go in, water will raise, and you go out.
So this is like the ones we've seen on videos in the UK.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
Same.
Wow. The divag, and you've got at the top here, this is coat of arms is the herring, because this is where when the boats would come in, because they could actually sail up to here in the olden times, and this is where they would pay their taxes, and hence why the herrings. They'd bring in their goods. Oh,
But just look at these buildings.
I know.
€300,000 to €500,000 for a house and land.
Okay, house and land.
But there are up to...
Ah.
Well, here it says that the town hall, the Waag, is a design of Leegwater, the man on the picture on the right. And that's also the one that invented the pumping of the things.
And you can see that the boats are right up next to it and down the bottom there.
And the top of the building is nowadays you can have a wedding, you can marry there. But it used to be where they had the judge coming in to speak or to.
We've come to a crossroad. So pretty.
We're going that way.
But we are going to go and have coffee in this most gorgeous looking cafe restaurant. Look at this. Oh,
So I just pitch myself back
Oh, we're going to come
there,
in. Okay, we
and you
changed our
just
mind. We're going to come
take
in.
a tour around.
We'll have a
take-
coffee first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
we'll find a table. Look at this, I love the purple. Yes.
Goedemorgen. Kan alleen niet al te laat zien.
Nee, oké.
Oh, look at the chandeliers. And I love it. You go to the ladies and it's the dames and the heron. Look it up there. And the curtains. The decor is gorgeous. Ordered coffee.
So for those Star Trek fans, you'll know the Klingons and their weapons. Well, this is a weapon for humans. It's a fork, spoon and a fork on the same side.
And look.
A friend visiting, and we said, oh, let's have coffee here. But there was only one place open a bit further down.
So we've come for a wander down the streets after a gorgeous apple cake. And we have found all these just little quaint buildings that look like a little house. And look outside, they've got this, the Delft type blue, isn't it?
Delft blue,
yeah. And if you have a look, this is what the street is like, but the entrance to the store is around the side, and literally the canal is just over behind it. Little kitty cat come to visit us. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, you can actually enter through that front as well. 10 francs. You can park here. Oh, what's this one? It says Annie's Brooches. Maybe it's underwear, I don't know. Looks a... yeah. Narrow streets, but still so much character. It looks like some antiques here. And when you look at those houses, there's the canal in between. You can just see a boat in the water. We'll do a little loop around there once we find the bridge. Look at the lean on this house.
Yeah.
Or one of them's leaning. And then out the back, they have these beautiful gardens. Oh, down there. I just love it, the traffic jam. This car here, he just backed back again because someone was here. Nobody gets angry. They just, oh well, that's just the way it is. We just back up. And here we come around to the other bridge. Got a little restaurant here. I think it's probably the chairs for this place, for the pub. More beautiful flowers. Oh, look at that. Is that not a postcard? Totally. Just going to park my boat up here. I might go to the shops or a restaurant. Look at this one.
Beautiful, isn't it?
It is gorgeous, and I love how it's inset. Is that what you'd call it? Little alleyway down the back. And the gorgeous little flowers out the front, little pot. Is this the museum maybe she's talking about? Look at the windows.
See that one.
Wow.
There's more here.
Yeah, it is a museum.
Fire at some point.
Yeah, clearly a fire. So peaceful. Look at those lily pads. They're growing heaps. Look at that. Such a pretty, picturesque town.
rose, a number of large lakes emerged. These included Kaymar Lake, Beemster Lake, and the lake that gives its name to the region we're in now, Kaymar Lake. From Kaymar Lake,
So where does this go, this part go?
So that would go, that's the lifting block. So that would go up, then you'd thread all the rope through it. And then, no, sorry, that's not the lifting part. This is the lifting part. So you'd tie your load onto that and you would lift it up through this, and you use this with timber
To turn
here to
and turn.
So you're lifting incredible weights.
Here you got a model, spare model. And there they turn in the
Oh, yep.
thing.
So we've come up inside the windmill.
So we're inside the windmill now, and in the top portion. So above us are timber-made cogwheels. So the windmill is turning on the outside in a vertical position, which is turning that cogwheel, which turns in turn this shaft here, which turns the screw that we saw earlier on, which brings the water up to the next level. And on the left-hand side here is a section of the bearings, timber bearing structures, where the entire top of the windmill turns on, so they can actually turn the top of the windmill into the wind so that the windmill is constantly turning. And that's all done by hand, which looks like a big captain's wheel that's here. So you can unshackle, you'll see large steel shackles there, you unshackle the top of the windmill, and you literally turn it using that big captain's wheel prop system. It rolls on those timber bearings and turns the windmills themselves into the wind. So once the rich and the wealthy decided that it was time to get more farming land, they had to remove the water. So they put the dikes in and created the canals that you can see as a perimeter canal around the dikes. And then they used the windmills with that screw system to bring the water up to varying levels to get it to sea level. And where we are currently in this particular windmill normally would be about 3 metres under natural sea level, which is less than a kilometre to our side here.
And there was
There were 16 windmills to drain this particular polder. So a polder is a Dutch word for reclaiming from the sea. So the area that's been reclaimed from the sea is called a polder, and there's 4 polders in the Zuider Zee, which is the inland sea.
And they only saved 4, wasn't there? Or 11 in total they saved of these windmills.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah, it was replaced over by technology, and then once the water was out and the polders were created, a lot of the windmills weren't required anymore. So they managed to save 4 of them, one of them is still functioning as you see it now. And it is still working to bring water to the different levels within the canal system.
It's certainly worth, like, with the history of coming here.
Absolutely.
Like we were saying before, it is more true Holland than, you know, being in Amsterdam.
Amsterdam and the
like,
traditional
go see
places,
that, but come out, and we're still only 30 minutes from Amsterdam, and you can learn about history. They did a really good video as well about it.
As well as that, these actual windmills, and this one here in particular, they're all designed to be flat packed. So they're constructed incredibly. They're constructed with massive timbers weighing tons with ropes and pulleys. And once they'd finished in a certain area, they'd knock them all down, move them across by cart and horses to another area and reassemble them and do the same job again for a number of years. It is incredible.
So we're one level down, and this is the living quarters. So you've got toilet over there, you've got the dining table, the little Kinder's porridge plate. This is a type of porridge for the little ones. And then you've got the bed. And Janneke was telling us that in history, it was, because I was like, oh, it's a bit short. No, they would actually sleep sitting up because they believed that if you lay down, the blood would rush to your head and you would die. It is gorgeous. And now you come in, look at it go. All the water rushing underneath us. Look at the old photo.
Bolted, and you can't break it because when you break it, the pressure will be too hot and it starts. That's why a lot of fires. It got out of hand. And
so these were the rules and regulations that they had to follow.
And if he didn't do it, it was 3 guilders fine.
Wow.
And I mean, that's probably more than a week's wage.
Oh, wow, more than a week's wage. Oh my goodness, yes, here she is sleeping now. She's sitting up. Kind of scared me as I came through. So is it kind of 2 living quarters?
Yeah, that's the baby over there.
There's a baby in there?
Yeah, there.
Oh my goodness. We're playing with the bells. The baby's a lot happier than mum. So would this be like 2 living quarters? Kind of,
No,
or they just done it as
I think this is the, I don't know, cooking thing. And the living.
So you can imagine the braking system on this, that there's things turning around and you've got that big pole outside to slide down. It's just timber on timber. So it's like rubbing sticks together to create heat. And if it overheats, it'll start smoking and it'll burn. It'll catch on fire.
Yep. And it's all dry, so it works well.
like it's a bit of speed in this.
So this is the outer ring of the canals. So you can see the water level here and it's dropping through here. The other advantage of this is through all these spillways that are strategically located throughout the entire area is it aerates the water. So it smells really fresh and the water is nice and clear. It's great for the animals and fish. And you can see this is a classic example of the different levels of water. So we're coming from a higher level on the outer ring to the inner rings, which feed all of the crops. So there's constant water supply. And the windmill that we were just at is here. And the large turn screw that you saw earlier on is inside the little tunnel through here. And it's lifting the water from this level to the next level over here.
And this was why as well, they told us that's why you get really good cheese in the area, really good crop, because it's really good soil. So they're very blessed here to have great produce. And you saw at the cheese factory, it's just really good quality because it's really good soil.
So the fruits, the grains, everything that comes from here has incredibly rich soil. And with any cooking, the better the produce that you're cooking with, the better result you're going to get. So
and if
it's quite extraordinary.
If we could share the taste of the cheese.
Oh incredible.
My gosh.
Yeah, we bought a couple of kilos to take home.
It's pretty epic of how that has been designed to make it look like it's houses stacked on top of each other and that it's actually a